Hello, my name is Salmon, and this is my persuasive speech. Has someone you loved passed away and you had to borrow money to attend the funeral? Maybe possibly borrowed from a friend, took out a loan, or what about your car breaking down? You didn't have the money to fix it, so you ended up having to stay home from work for a few days. Next thing you know, a week goes by, boss calls you, says, I don't need you anymore. It's not a good feeling, is it? Well, that's why I'd like to talk to you today about the importance of having an emergency fund, the different types of ways to save for that fund, and address concerns with saving the wrong way. So let's get started. By not having an emergency fund, it could lead to bigger problems. Let's say you out in this Texas heat, your AC breaks down, you don't have the money to fix it, you're stuck inside a hot house. What about Thanksgiving rolls around? You're cooking Thanksgiving dinner for the family. Your oven goes out. You just don't have the money to fix it. There goes your Thanksgiving. A January 2018 study by Bankrate.com found that 61 Americans could not pay for a $1,000 emergency. Now there's many types of emergencies, and some of these types are short-term emergencies, which are funerals, car repairs, house repairs, appliance repairs, things that can be fixed in a short amount of time with not a lot of money. There's also long-term emergencies, which are job losses, natural disasters. These tend to go on for a little bit longer and take a lot more money to hold you over. So now that I've talked to you about many types of emergencies, some more costly than others, I would like to give you solutions on how to save for these emergencies. And some of the ways of saving is break it down. And what I mean by break it down is take a look at your monthly bills and decide which bills are necessary for you to maintain your household. Some of those bills could be utilities, house payment, rent, car payment, groceries, things of that nature. You want to take a look at those, add them up all together, decide how much you'll need each month to be able to pay those off and be okay. And that's entirely up to you. The general rule of thumb is 3 to 6 months. But as stated by motleyfool.com in their article, here's a breakdown of the average American's household debt. 57% of people have less than $1,000 saved in their emergency fund. Well, I don't know about you, but $1,000 isn't going to take me very far when it comes to paying my bills. Other ways of saving is having a checking account, savings, certificate of deposits, which are known as CDs, cash, and wasted money. And what I mean by wasted money is money that was going to be used for going out to eat, going to the movies, maybe going to see a concert, Spurs game, Cowboys game, something along that lines. Also, you could use spare or loose change. By saving that up over a short period of time, it could add up to quite a bit of money. So now that I've shown you some of the ways to save, I would like to talk to you about ways of saving that could be a little bit more costlier. And some of those ways are credit cards. As stated by Madison.com in the article, nearly 25% of all Americans have more credit card debt than savings. That's exactly what it means. 25% of Americans have more credit card debt than what's in their savings. Credit cards are a short-term fix which can have a long-term effect on paying it off. With all the interest that accumulates, it's hard to get that paid off over a short amount of time. Another way I'd like to talk to you about is payday loans. They are also another quick fix. According to www.pewstrust.org in 2017, they found that 12 million Americans use payday loans. Payday loans are a never-ending cycle with high interest rates. These are short-term fixes which can cost a lot in the long run. So now I'd like to go over what we've talked about. There's a need for an emergency fund. different types of emergencies, different ways to save for those emergencies, and there's some costly ways to save which could hurt you in the long run. So remember, always be prepared for the unexpected. That concludes my speech. Thank you.